Thank you all for coming out. We'll be raffling off this cool Texas Instruments tumbler that they sent us. And it's super nice. I have it in my dorm, and I'm willing to give it to someone who puts in their info in the form right there if you scan the QR code. And I also sent the link in the chat. So make sure you fill that out. It is limited to people on campus just because I'm going to be meeting people on campus. But it's a really cool prize. So please fill that out. And also make sure to fill out the attendance form because we are keeping track of points and we have a lot of cool prizes for being involved in SWE. So first things first that we've been doing is recognizing Sweeties of the Week for the past 2 weeks basically, who are doing an amazing job contributing to SWE, and we are really grateful that our awards and recognition chairs have been putting this together for us. So first things first, is one of our Sweeties of the Week is a computational media fourth year from Georgia. He has attended every single GBM and social event, basically has been an unofficial chair for us, helped us distribute tea with the Dean masks, and is also graduating this year. So we definitely had to recognize him before he leaves us, but it is Joey Bishop. Thanks, Joey. You're the best. We really appreciate you. You demonstrate the values of He for Sweetie so well, so we're really glad that you have been super involved. Okay, next up is an ME major, second year from Florida. She's been involved in the Invention Studio. She's super engaged and enthusiastic about SWE. And we recently, last weekend, just had our We Tony conference, and she has done an amazing job of organizing everything and making virtual conference such an amazing experience. I'm sure most of you know who this is already, but it is Lily. So thank you so much, Lily. You've done so much work. I know virtual conference was insane, but you made it work. Great job, and we really appreciate it. Okay, I think most people already know about SWE membership. Just a quick recap. You can get SWE membership basically anytime, and if you do the C2C, which is the best deal, you can cover basically all your college careers plus 1 year of all of your years of college experience plus one professional year, and that gives you conference attendance, eligibility, scholarships, leadership positions, a lot of things. So definitely check that out and talk to Celie if you haven't already gotten national membership. It's not required for a GT SWE membership, but it has a lot of perks for being a national member. And then, like I mentioned, SWE point system, we are keeping track of all your attendance and involvement in SWE, and you get points for that. So you can actually keep track of your SWE points on our website, and they reset every semester. So if you study abroad or something in a different semester, it's okay. You'll still get recognized for one semester. So here's the cool tiers. I think we show this every meeting, but it's very exciting to see. There's a lot of cute swag, like a SWE t-shirt, SWE jacket. So definitely stay involved. And like we just mentioned with Joey, we do have a He for SWE initiative, so bring a guy for an extra point, just so we can get some more allies for our cause. And then also, as I mentioned, our member resources on our website. There's a tab on our website specifically restricted to our members that has a lot of resources, like the points spreadsheet where you can keep track of points, our GBM recordings, a lot of other stuff. So that is the password. Do not share that with any non-SWE members, but definitely use it to access our resources. And then here's just some social media. Again, if you're not on our Slack, that's what we use the most. And also follow us on Instagram, as well as make sure you have your notifications on for Slack and sign up for our newsletter, which is sent out every week and has all our opportunities in one place. So definitely sign up. And you can also add stuff to your Google Calendar and see how it overlaps with your schedule.
Everyone, so we want to recognize our graduating SWE members. So if you're graduating at any point this year, go ahead and fill out that form so we can get you a graduation cord.
Really?
Oh, and that's due tonight, by the way.
Okay, well, This is just for graduating SWE members. If you're graduating, especially in the fall, fill out your form. Um, this will allow us to recognize you when you graduate and give you something special to remember SWE and all the amazing memories you've had. So if you're graduating this year, especially for the fall, fill it out by today. If you're graduating in the spring, also feel free to fill it out.
Can you hear me? No. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, Hannah, maybe just you can't hear me because other people said that they can't hear me. I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you, Sealy.
Oh, okay. That's what, whenever Hannah repeated what I said, I was like, wait, I think Hannah didn't hear me. But, wait,
That's
Hannah,
weird. I
did you
hear
hear?
you
Oh, I
now,
guess Hannah can't
Celie.
hear me. Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, anyway,
Sorry.
no worries. No, you're good. So this Thursday we are also having an origami social, and it'll be a really fun way to just relax and fold some paper in some really creative ways. I've never really done origami before, so if you want to watch me fail at life, definitely come out. Okay. Thank you, Amber, for putting the link in the chat as well. And then next Tuesday during the general body meeting time, we're going to have like we're calling it Give SWE a Hand. And it's basically just like a reflection on how this year in SWE has been going. If you have any feedback for our exec, for our chairs, we'd love to hear it because we definitely like are a changing organization. We want to improve for all of our members. And we'll also be making hand turkeys, because like 'tis the season. So it'll be a super fun way to just like spend some more time with sweeties before we all leave for Thanksgiving. So, and then we also have a donut social for your mentee mentor pairs. You do have to RSVP in order to attend because it will be in person, socially distanced. But I will copy the form and put it in the chat as well. Oh, and I have so much. Oh gosh. Okay, so finally, we put together a drive with some finals resources for you all, and we will also be having a SWE study break on November 30th, just for like an hour from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard on a Blue Jeans, and we'll be playing Among Us. So definitely come, just take a break from studying for finals. That's on the very first reading day. And if you attend the study break or the mindfulness workshop, that's November 17th, then you can get a $5 coffee reimbursement, and the instructions are in the drive. So, and all that information is also in the drive. So I know this is a lot, but if you just look there, you'll be able to find it all in one place. Okay, and this is for the winter bonding activity, kind of like a pen pal thing that we are planning to do over winter break. I know my chair, Sophia and Mafe, have been really working on preparing this for you guys so that you can stay engaged over winter break if you want to, and continue to network and meet other sweeties. And if you have any other ideas on how to do this, you can fill out the form and let them know. And finally, we have holiday dinner. It's after finals, December 19th at 8 p.m. And we have like a little basket or a little package that we'll be giving everyone who signs up. So definitely sign up by November 13th in order to secure your spot for holiday dinner.
Okay, as you saw, we have a million community opportunities. We really want to be able to have this great connection and bonding even when it's virtual. So definitely check those out. We have a ton, but professional series, at least.
All right, there we go. Sorry, my computer was strange. So the only event that we have for the rest of the semester is an event with FM Global tomorrow night, from 5 to 6 p.m. And interestingly, if you fill out our RSVP and their RSVP, you can enter a raffle for a $50 gift card. I think it was either Amazon or Visa, so that's pretty cool. And if you sign up and you attend, you actually are entered twice. So please register on both of our forms, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I'll put them in the chat. That way you guys can. There we go. They're in the chat. That way you guys can sign up right now. I hope to see you there.
Hey everyone, so we have our high school outreach event coming up, so that is what we need volunteers for right now. I'm gonna drop the sign up link in the chat too. But basically we have a couple of different places where we need volunteers. We're doing a majors fair, and this is probably the biggest thing we need help with. We're hoping to get someone from every different major to get in there and talk just for 2 to 3 minutes about what their major is and kind of explain it to high schoolers. The big thing for this event is you have to be background checked, so if you haven't gotten an email from me saying you're background checked and that you've had that completed, then you're not background checked. I know there's a lot of confusion because there's so many steps in the background check process, but I can get into that on the next slide. Hannah, do you want to go to forward one?
Sure.
Okay, and real quick on the elementary school outreach series, so we actually have enough volunteers, so we don't need any more volunteers anymore. So can we go to the next one again? Sorry, I have a lot, Hannah. Okay, so for background checks. So as I kind of talk about as usual, there is one, the training you have to do, the youth protection training, which most people have done, but the part that you guys don't really get to see is the background check through HR. So only I get notified if you are background checked through HR, and honestly, HR is kind of the worst, to be honest, so a lot of them haven't been coming back. So if I email you and you get like an email that basically says like background check complete or background check like one more step needed, then that's how you know you've been approved by HR. But if you haven't gotten that email from me, then you're not approved. And then one more slide forward, Hannah. So for the background check, I cannot emphasize this enough. For HR to be able to process your background check, you had to have received this email and you have to fill out this form. So if you did not get this email and you haven't filled out this survey, then your background check probably isn't going through. I think almost everybody has to fill out this survey unless you've been previously background checked by Georgia Tech. So if you work for Georgia Tech, you might have already gone through this, but if you don't work for Georgia Tech, then you do have to fill this out. So if you have not gotten this email, please reach out to me on Slack or email so I can talk to HR and get you this email. Your background check is not going to be processed, most likely, unless this has been filled out. Okay, and I think that's all I've got.
Cool. Yeah, I highly recommend all of you, if you haven't already, to start this process because there's still going to be a lot of amazing outreach events next semester, so it's definitely good to get ahead while you can. Oh, so we already got this covered, right? Okay, so just a reminder, our amazing historian chair puts together all of these thousands, it feels like thousands of emails of opportunities for professional events, hackathons, campus opportunities, etc. And they're on something called Evernote. So here's an example. Our professional opportunities, we have so many that are updated like almost every single day. And there's just a lot of events that we don't officially host, but they're great opportunities as well that we want you guys to be aware of. So definitely check out these Evernote notebooks. The links are in our newsletter and also on our website. So one quick update is for the study break, it should be Thursday, November 19th. There's a little typo, but yeah, that'll be updated. It should be correct on the calendar. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not the study. Mindfulness
Yeah.
workshop. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Honestly, I am speaking gibberish today. Sorry about that, everyone. But we have a little bit of time to just kind of do a quick social activity where we're going to go into breakout rooms. So this will just be the time for us to chat and have some fun before the Texas Instruments reps come in. So definitely fill out the raffle form that I sent because I will be pulling that together by the end of the meeting. So I guess I can start doing breakout rooms. We'll just have some fun topics to debate about for everyone. So let's see.
Should I drop some of the questions in the chat, Hannah?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you guys, I think once we break out into breakout rooms, these will go away. So maybe you want to copy them or something. But also feel free to deviate or include your own topics. This is just some fun random things that we found that you guys can discuss. And yeah.
Okay. We'll do these breakout rooms for like 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll bring everyone back once the Texas Instruments reps are here. So I'm going to start the breakout session.
Hannah, are you still in the chat? Or the main group, I should say.
Yeah, Elise, I'm here. I'm also in a breakout room because I had my other my other account.
Okay. So once the Texas Instruments reps get here, I think we'll pull everyone back, but I'll just keep an eye out to see where they are. I'm not sure what their names are, but I assume they'll announce themselves once they get here.
I think it'll be obvious. Okay. Did you want me to move you to a bigger room, or are you just gonna stay here?
I'll stay here. I have my computer running, monitoring the recording, and then I'm on my phone for the audio, so I'll just wait for
Okay,
them in the
sounds good.
big room. Hello, Elizabeth. Are you one of the representatives for Texas Instruments?
Hi, yes, I am. I'm trying to get my speakers to work so I can hear you. I think it's good now. That's better. Yep. Hi.
Hi, my name's Elise. I've been contacting, I believe her name's Alyssa, your company rep from Texas Instruments, who's in charge of campus relations. And
Yep, that's right.
is it just you or is there another rep?
Catherine is going to join us also. We thought we were going to be joining at 5, so she could just be maybe a few more minutes and she'll be here.
Okay, that's fine. So,
yeah.
Do you know how to share your screen?
Hmm.
If you go to the
Really
top
on
of the
this.
BlueJeans function, there's a share screen option.
Oh, I got it. Yes, yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
If you have slides to present, that's how you would do that. And then in just a couple of seconds, we'll pull everyone out of their social breakout rooms to start the discussion. Hannah, I think you're in charge of that. You can monitor the breakout rooms.
Yep, I'll pull everyone back in once you all are ready to present.
Have you figured out how to share your screen yet?
Oh yeah, I can share it. I just I think it'll work. I just haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And actually,
once we get that set up, we'll bring everyone back to start the presentation.
Oh, okay. Well, so I was waiting on Catherine because she and I were going to co-present, and she was actually going to start off. So if that's okay, if we could wait. If she's really late, then I'll just do it. But if you don't mind waiting a few more minutes, I would appreciate it.
That's fine. She was supposed to come at 5 p.m. Central, correct? Okay.
Yes, that's right. Sorry. Yes, you're right. 5 p.m. Central. We're in Dallas.
That's okay.
Yeah. Forgot. Yeah. Hey, Catherine, are you here?
I just saw her join, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah, I see her. I see her name. I can't tell. Her microphone doesn't look active though.
Hello everyone, can you guys hear me?
Hi. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Because in my screen there is still a circle joining, so I don't know if I already joined the meeting or not. Thanks.
Okay, so I will bring everyone back in then. If Elizabeth, if you want to start preparing to share your screen.
Okay. Catherine, do you want to share or do you want me to do it? If you're having
Yeah,
some problems.
let me try to share my desk and see if it works.
Okay.
Can you guys see my desk now?
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, let me try again. Your screen. How about now?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Strange. Hi, Elizabeth. Would you mind sharing your desk?
Yeah,
because
no, I don't mind.
I probably have some issue here. Thanks.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let me just see if I can do this and then this over here. It says I'm sharing it. Yeah, okay, let me make this big. And then Catherine, that's fine. I'll just we'll just do this differently. We won't change anything, but I'll just share. That's no problem.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I think we're ready whenever you are.
Cool, I'll bring everyone back in. We'll wait a little bit just for people to start joining back in. Okay, I think we can get started now.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay, so hi everyone. Catherine and I are really excited to be here today talking to the Georgia Tech SWE organization. I went to Georgia Tech also and was a member of SWE back in between 2000 and 2004. So in any case, I'm happy to be back here talking with y'all today. So Catherine and I have a couple of things we want to talk about. We want to share our career path and tell you about Texas Instruments. So let me start off with, we're going to talk about women in engineering today, about a day in the life of a woman engineer at Georgia Tech. So Catherine's going to introduce herself first, and then she'll get started going over the slides, and then I'll introduce myself, and then we'll just go on from there. So Catherine, if you're ready, go ahead. Are you there? I don't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was talking, hello everyone, my name is Catherine Lee. I'm from the TI General Purpose product line, general purpose amplifier product line. I'm the marketing engineer. So I joined the TI in 2015. So TI is also my first job. And I'm very glad that I have the chance to talk with you guys about myself and also a little bit more about TI. So I'm based in Texas and Dallas. TI, as I mentioned, TI is my first job. So I graduated in Zhejiang University in 2015, and I have my bachelor degree in EE and BA. And after that, in my beginning of my career path, I was a technical sales. So I worked as a sales for 3 years, and later I got internal transferred to product line to Dallas. So I have been working as a product engineer for 2 years now, and I feel this is a really great job for us to learn a lot about like the customer side, also the business side. That will be all.
Okay, and then I am Elizabeth Kostner. I am a high voltage isolation process integration engineer. I'm also based in Dallas, Texas at TI. I have a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from Georgia Tech. I graduated in 2004, and then I also have a PhD in chemical engineering from the University of Texas at Austin. I graduated in 2009. So TI is also my first job, but I've now been at TI for almost 11 years, and I've had a couple of different roles within TI. We'll talk about our career paths in the next couple of slides, but we wanted to introduce ourselves first. So with that, I will turn it over to Catherine, who's going to go over the first couple of slides, and then I'll take it back over in a few minutes. Catherine, are you ready? Okay, I guess I'll just go ahead and get started, and then if Catherine, if you want to jump in at any moment, please just go ahead and start.
Sorry about that. There's some issue with my internet. I just dropped off somehow, so I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, no worries.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Can you please jump to the number 5 page? So yeah. Okay. Look at it. Okay, perfect. So here is the slides we want to talk about. Where is TI's chips and where is the product from TI? If you look at the electronics around you, like the scanner, if you go to a grocery, if you look at the fitness equipment, some medical devices, and some wearable products like a smartwatch, you will notice that there are a lot of chips inside of these equipment. So if we speak to any technology that makes your life smarter and more connected, most likely TI is working on it. And from connected cars to intelligent homes, from drones to life-saving medical devices, or semiconductor products are at work to improve and enhance things. So in general, TI's product is used everywhere. Next slide, please. Okay, this slide is our company's at a glance. So it will give you an overview about TI's the revenue and also TI's how many employees we have. So last year we achieved more than 14 billion, and the majority of our revenue is from analog and embedded. We also have some other products like the calculator and the DLP technology. And we spend a lot of money on our R&D, 1.5 billion is to our R&D, so that we can make sure that we have the strongest R&D team and have the best products in the market. And next thing I'd like to talk about here is the key markets. So automotive and industry comprised 57% of our total revenue last year. In addition to rather than that, in addition to the personal electronics, communication and equipment, and also the enterprise, also very important markets for us. If you look at the employees in the worldwide, we have approximately more than 30,000 people in the worldwide. Majority of them are located in US and Asia Pacific, and we also have some people located in Europe for the R&D and from the R&D and the sales group. Here is the final thing I'd like to talk about here is about our products. So as of today, we have more than 80,000 products, and the customers in the worldwide, we have more than 100,000 customers. And we have 14 manufacturing sites worldwide, tens of billions of chips produced each year. So many chips. That's the reason why you can see our chips everywhere in the electronics product. And rather than the TI.com website, we also have a lot of sales and sales office, more than 120 sales and application sites across the global. And we also got a lot of rewards and recognition from the market. TI is the top company for the executive woman, and we also have award top 100 best corporate citizens. We are also recognized by the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. Next slide, please. Okay, this page, it just shows you like collaborate with technologies, brightest minds. So as I mentioned in the previous slides, we have more than 30,000 employees, over 30 countries. And actually, if you look at the people in Dallas, we have more than 13,000 overall in Dallas and 700 in Dallas campus. So in general, we do have a lot of openings and opportunities in the US. So if you guys are interested in any like positions in TI, we will highly encourage you to go to careers.ti.com to apply for a job, like an internship or a full-time job. And another thing I like to highlight here is the people working with you are really great and smartest people. If you join a company, there are two ways to learn something. The first of all is learn from your job. And the next thing is learn from the people around you, learn from your peers, learn from your managers. They have very like good personality and very knowledgeable to share you a lot of products information, share a lot of market insight to you. So that's a great thing. Next slide, please. Okay, this is our focusing area, as I mentioned in the previous slides. And industry and automotive are our most important markets. And because we see they are very for these two markets, we see we can make an impact to further meet customers' needs, and they are increasing demand in these two areas. Rather than that, PE, communication, and enterprise are also very important for us. For personal electronics, we see like a very high demanding from the market because everything is getting smaller and smarter in the future. From communications, we also see increased business because everyone is working from home. So some communication equipment and enterprise systems are also very important for our daily life. Next slide, please. Okay, this page, we are going to talk about the product life cycle. And this is also something that I'd like to talk about and show you guys like what's the position we have and how everyone contributes and help the whole company to work well. So the first stage is the product definition. In this stage, we have the system engineer, who is also a product definition, who will have the product definition. And we also work with the apps engineer, who gives the customers all kinds of technical support. Also have the marketing engineer, because we talk with the customers and the sales team every day and figure out what's the the market demand, what kind of product we need to make. And based on that, we will also work with the packaging engineer. So they will develop all kinds of package, like some QFN package, some liquid package, some package with the thermal patch, and some package with some the DLP. Probably that's a very unique package. So we partner with them to make sure that we offer all kinds of package options to the customer. Next one is a process engineer. So they will help us to figure out what kind of manufacturing technology we need to use to make this product. We need to make sure that with that kind of process, we can make a product with very good performance. In the meanwhile, it won't cost us, makes the cost very high. The next stage will be the silicon design. So our analog design engineer and also the software engineer will work together to have the silicon design. For the software engineer, you can think about we have some microcontroller, some products increase the MCU function. You probably need the software engineer to have some the software development. The third stage is the production release. So our test engineer, validation engineer, and the product engineer, they will work together and make sure that we have very good test program. And so all the products we release can pass the test and the validation. They are still in good performance, and we also have very good yield. Our quality engineer and manufacturing engineer will work on to make sure that there is no issue from the manufacturing side and they are in good quality. The final stage will be the promotion and support. So, we already got the chips from the factory. So the job is current job is for the sales and the field application now. So the sales will partner with the marketing engineer to have the promotion to the promotion. So they will promote the products to the end customers. They will talk with the end customers and figure out what's their needs. Because you can imagine, even if it's a smartwatch, probably there are a lot of there are a lot of sockets there, like some MCU, some sensors. They will figure out what the customer's needs and match what we already have, and to make sure that the existing products can already meet customers' requirements, like the size, the power consumption, like the offset, something like that. If customers are interested in that, they will probably get some units to have some tests, and the field application will help the customers to finish all kinds of tests and make sure that our parts can work in their system. So there are also some color code here. For the green dot, they belongs to the product lines, and the red one stands for the technology and the manufacturing group. For the blue bubble, these are the field sales and application. And we also have some business roles that's not mentioned here, but they are also very important for our company, like the HR, communications, finance, operations, legal, procurement and logistics, IT and facilities. So that's introduction about the product life cycle and also the roles and how everyone works together and make sure that our home company can produce the greatest product in the market. Okay, that will be my portion. Hi, Elizabeth. Would you like to talk about the women diversity?
Sure. Yes, I will. Okay, so at TI, we recognize and value the uniqueness of each individual and also recognize that diversity fuels innovation. So to that end, we have 15 different diversity initiatives that make up our TI Diversity Network. So the one I'm going to talk about today specifically is WIN, the Women's Initiative. And this is the TI Diversity Network. It's one of the 15 different networks that we have. So Let me describe it in a little more detail. So WIN's mission is to make TI stronger by developing employees who drive results, innovate, and execute in all aspects of business, community, and personal development. So there are 4 different specific areas of focus that align with that mission. So professional development and networking, personal growth, community involvement, and also inclusiveness. So let me talk more about the different programming that is included in these different areas of focus on this slide. So we have, as I said, the first area of focus is professional development and networking. So for this area of focus, there's a lot of different programming around like coffee talks and some sort of, smaller sessions where people can really have a really nice collaborative discussion. And the topics include things like, how to build confidence, how to have difficult conversations, technical training basics, sometimes presentation skills. And all these things are really helpful, as you're working towards, increasing, improving your professional capability and your professional development. We also have sessions on personal growth. There's actually a 3-part series of health seminars going on right now. They're called Living Your Best Life, and they're talking about nutrition and health and really how to be as healthy as you can be. But these things deal with, like I said, healthy living, work-life integration, stress management, and that kind of thing, just to promote the personal growth of women at TI. We also, the Women's Initiative also has a strong presence as far as community involvement goes. Of course, one of the main focuses is STEAM activities, and I'll talk more about those kind of events on the next slide. We also collaborate with other groups to try to increase participation for the Susan J. Komen Race for the Cure and the American Heart Association, for example. A couple of examples also of different volunteer work that we've done. In 2019, WIN worked with the Children's Advocacy Center of Collin County, and they donated and built 175 bikes. These bikes were distributed to children at the Collin County's Children's Advocacy Center's annual Christmas party. The WIN Women's Initiative has also coordinated food drives. As an example, in 2019, they collected and donated over 500 pounds of peanut butter to the North Texas Food Bank. So they're really, WIN is very active in the community and always is trying to give back and of course also promote STEAM events. And finally, the last area of focus is inclusiveness and inclusive leadership. So we try to role model inclusive leadership that we want to see at TI. And we are also, of course, willing to bring men into the conversation so that we can, be inclusive and get as many perspectives as possible. So specifically about some STEM events that we are focusing on as part of the Women's Initiative, there are 2 examples here of different ways that we support girls in STEM. One is through partnership with Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts is a really excellent organization. It serves more than 25,000 girls. There's a really active chapter within Northeast Texas. And one really cool thing that TI has done is to sponsor this STEM Center of Excellence for Girl Scouts and others to use in Dallas. And I've actually been to this STEM center, and it's really fantastic. So the TI Foundation helped to support that STEM center that's getting used by Girl Scouts and also others to promote STEM in Dallas. And finally, this organization, High Tech High Heels. This was actually founded by TIers, and it's focused on closing the gender gap in STEM careers. So the group works to fund hands-on learning opportunities for girls in K through 12 to inspire and prepare them to pursue STEM degrees, and also provides resources to inspire and mentor the next generation. So another aspect of women at TI is this Women for Technical Leadership program, and I've actually been a part of this program. I was one of the first within one of the first cohorts that were created to participate in this program. And this program is really focused on the technical leadership development and the advancement of women, TI women, on the technical ladder. So at TI we have a technical ladder which has different rungs of achievement. And the way that you get on the technical ladder is you fill out an application, which is effectively a sort of a big resume describing all of the work that you've done and highlighting your innovation and your impact at TI. And then in order to get onto the ladder, the application goes into a peer voting process. So everyone who's already on the ladder will read your application and vote on it. And what we found when we're studying this is that there are really weren't that many women on the tech ladder. And in talking to women, we found that the women they get voted on at the same rate as men when they do apply. But what happens is that women just don't apply at as high of a rate as men. So they created this Women for Technical Leadership program to try to encourage women to apply, because when women do apply, they're very strong candidates and they get voted into it just at the same rate. So in this program's really had a big impact, and in 2019 there was actually a 71% increase in the number of women that applied to the technical ladder in that year. So that's been really successful as far as improving the pipeline of talent for technical talent for women. So with that, this is all that we wanted to talk about, but Catherine and I do have some information about our career path at TI, and then after we go through that, we can open it up to any questions that y'all might have. So let me start out with, I'll share my career path and just a little bit more about me. So I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up there and went to Georgia Tech. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering in 2004. And then I went on from Georgia Tech to UT Austin, where I got a PhD in chemical engineering in 2009. My PhD research was in photolithography. You can see a cartoon on the slide of how lithography works if you're not familiar with it. But basically, we are trying to make a pattern on a wafer so that eventually we can create all of the different transistors and components and everything that's needed to make the device work. So what I did specifically was immersion lithography, which is where we insert fluid between the photomask and the resist-coated wafer. And that fluid has a higher index of refraction than air, which effectively bends the light and lets you get a smaller feature printed at the same wavelength of light. So this was a really cool research project. I really enjoyed it. I got to primarily do a lot of research around what this fluid that was in this gap between the mask and the wafer needed to be. So I got to spend a lot of time in the chemistry lab as well as in the engineering lab, looking at different fluids, checking them out. It was really, it was an excellent project. And in addition to it being an excellent project, I was partially sponsored by a fellowship from TI. And so it led to a job. So my first job at TI was in the fab, and I was a photo development engineer. I started at TI in January of 2010. And what I did was I worked on a device, an inkjet printhead device. So that's what this little cartoon here, this is what the inkjet printhead device looks like. So an inkjet printhead is really a kind of complicated, a little bit complicated device that you typically, you just throw it away after it's gone, but that's, in any case, the way it works is there's a heater block underneath the ink droplet, and the heater block heats up the ink and it sprays out onto the paper. So my portion of the flow was to create the structures that allowed that kind of controlled the flow of the ink off of the heater block and out onto the paper. So that was really cool and interesting work that I got to do there. I got to meet a lot of people, and working in the fab was also really interesting. So I was in the fab for about 3 years, and then I moved into more of a process integration type roles, and starting in 2013. So I started in 2013. I was a back end of line process engineer, and I put a picture here on the screen of a cross section. This is not a TI part, but it is a good example of what the cross section of a semiconductor device looks like. You have aluminum metal levels, as you can see here. We have vias connecting those levels. So I worked in the back end of line just for a short time, and then I moved into process verification, which is the kind of automated process that we use to check the designs and make sure that all the the designs are correct and that everything's being checked or being drawn correctly so that we don't have any errors when we finally get to silicon. So I did that again for about a year. And then I moved into the role that I'm in right now. I'm a process integration engineer for high voltage isolation. And I've really enjoyed working in this role. I've been in it now for almost 6 years, and I've really enjoyed it because we get to work with lots of different people. So I work on the silicon side and also on the packaging side. So this is a cross section of what the device looks like in silicon. It's still kind of a back end of line type of device where we're building a very thick oxide capacitor between two aluminum plates. And then the package itself is also important for the isolation of the device for the function. And so I get to work with the fab as well as the assembly site to package it and the packaging engineers. So I've really enjoyed getting to work with lots of different people and solve difficult problems. This device has to provide isolation at voltages that are as high as about 13 kilovolts. So it really has to be a very strong device with very good quality and very good reliability. So this is, like I said, been a really fun project to work on. And in my spare time, I have 3 daughters. They are 7. She's going to be 5 on Saturday, actually, so almost 5. And then she's going to be 2 on Thanksgiving. So in any case, I have 3 daughters. They keep me very busy in addition to work, but they are really fabulous and a lot of fun. So that is my career path. Here's Catherine's, and I'll let her go through it when she's ready.
Okay. Thanks, Elizabeth. Would you mind to just show all the animation at one time so it will be easier, a little bit easier?
Sure,
Okay,
I can do that.
perfect. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, here is a little bit more about myself. So I was born in Sichuan, China, which is also known as the hometown of the panda. And I graduated in Zhejiang University. So I had 2 degrees at that time. One is EE, another is BA. So after that, as I mentioned previously, I joined the TI in 2015. So TI is my first job. At that time, I joined the TI in China. So at that time, TI had a TSA program, Technical Sales Associate program. So at that time, in the beginning of my career, I was a sales. So the TSA program is around like 9 months. So in the beginning, like in the first 3 months, we will like work in the sales team. So everyone will get a mentor, and so you guys can figure out like what is sales daily life going to be, and how to talk with customers, and what's their end equipment looks like, what kind of products they're interested in. So you will learn more about the customer side. And after that, we got a 3-month rotation in the business side. So we rotated in the pricing team. So they will tell you what's our pricing strategy, why we like approve this kind of price, what kind of margin we will have, and why like we have this kind of pricing strategy. So after that, we also rotate to another team. That's the customer service team, and we will have a better understanding about our logistics and about the orders, about the backlog, stuff like that. After that, we got another 3 months rotation in the product line. So actually at that time, I traveled to Dallas. So I rotated in like a motor drive product line. So at that time, I could get a better understanding of how the product line works internally, like how they kick off a project, and from the definition and to the final products. And I can have a better understand how like the products, what's the product life cycle time, and how much time it takes to release a product, and what kind of market they are targeting at, stuff like that. So in general, after 3 months rotation program, I get to know more about TI and how like each different function team work together, and makes like our home company very strong one in the market. And after the rotation program, we just got deployed in the field team as a technical sales engineer. So I worked as a sales for more than 2 years. And at that time, I covered some industry customers who make some like a power delivery system, like some power supply unit for your like a laptop, adapter, your laptop, your cell phone, or some industry products like a industry computer or very big tester machine like that. And I also covered some customers who makes all kinds of factory automation products like the servo driver and some robotics systems. After the sales career, I decided to purchasing some opportunity in US due to family reasons. So I got a chance to get relocated to the product line as a product engineer. So I came to Dallas in 2018, and I started my role as a product engineer in the general purpose amplifier product line. So this is a kind of like a catalog business, and I got to know more about the product side. For our marketing daily life, we need to know like a product, price, place, promotion, people, process, physical evidence. So that's something known as 7P. If you guys are familiar with the marketing mix or the 7P. So I get to know more about the product side and get to know more about why a product is definite and how to partner with the system team, how to partner with the application team to make sure that the product can meet customers' requirements and have all kinds of promotion. The best part of the marketing job is you can get a lot of chance to have the travel. So you can travel because we have customers in the worldwide, like more than 100,000 customers in the worldwide. So you can travel to different countries to promote the parts. And in the meanwhile, you can know more about customers and know more about the different cultures. So that's something very exciting for me. And yeah, that will be all about myself. Next slide, please. Okay, yeah, this is the final slide we'd like to talk about today, and also would like to have a summary about what we are looking for. So here is the position we'd like to have. In general, we are looking for top performing students with a GPA of 3.0 or higher, pursuing the undergraduate or graduate degree in the electrical, computer engineering, computer science, chemical engineering, industry engineering, mechanical engineering, material science, finance, arts, accounting, management, information system, human resource, and digital marketing or communications. So if you guys are interested in earning positions or roles that we talk about today, yeah, we would highly encourage you to go to the careers.ti.com to submit the apply form and to check more details. So yeah, we will come to our Q&A section. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send your question via the chat or unmute yourself to ask us.
I have a question. Hi, my name is Caroline Dunning. I'm majoring in electrical engineering here at Georgia Tech. I have applied for a few internships at Texas Instruments recently. What are some examples of projects that interns have worked on at Texas Instruments?
Well, I can answer that. Or Catherine, do you want to answer it?
No,
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, so we had an intern in our group over the summer, and he worked on a modeling project. Well, so sometimes, this year of 2020 is a little bit different, but I can say what he would have worked on and now what he did work on instead. But in any case, because of 2020, he had a virtual internship. So TI didn't cancel any of the internships. They just made them all virtual, which was really great because we still got to meet and interact with all of the different students. But in his specific project was a modeling project. So I said I worked on high voltage isolation. So one of the things that really helps us in our development of our isolation devices is to try to model them before we build them so that we can understand what happens with the E field around the different components in the device, where our weak spots are, where we're going to be likely to have a breakdown or have a fail. So he developed an E field model for us so that we could use it to kind of improve our development and improve our learning cycles as we're working on the development of new devices and new components and new design rules. So that is what he did. Originally, what he was going to do, he was going to be in the lab. So we have a high voltage lab that supports the development of our devices and all the testing that needs to be done when we we run splits and create new products. So he was going to work in the lab and do some testing for us and work on a new test system that we're developing. We're testing units at different frequencies. So he was going to use this high frequency square wave TDB tester, time dependent dielectric breakdown tester. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that because nobody was on campus. But he did get to still work with us and do this e-field modeling. So that's one example of a project that an intern might work on. TI is a huge, huge company with lots of different groups and organizations that do lots of different things. So you really do, within TI, you have the opportunity to do all sorts of things. And if you're wanting to try something different or learn something new, chances are you'll be able to do it, and there will be an opportunity to move and do something different. So I hope that answers your question.
It does. Thank you very much.
Sure.
All right, are there any more questions for TI before they go?
I believe there's a question in the chat.
Okay, I see it. So I'll read it out and then I'll answer it, and then Catherine, you can answer it too. So it says, what was the main factor for you in joining TI for your first job? So for me, partly it was that I was interested in staying in Texas. So I was happy to get to move up to Dallas and stay in Texas. So number one was location, but number two, I was excited about the role. So I said I started at TI, I worked in the fab, and I really wanted to, there was really interesting photo development work that they were doing at that time. And so I was really excited about the opportunity to get to do some of that work and to, learn some new things. And I also, I wanted to work at TI because it's such a big, diverse company with a lot of different opportunities. I knew that, I could work a little bit in this particular role that I was starting in and then move it to do something else in the future. There's opportunities to travel and go live in other places as well. So I was just kind of excited about all of the opportunity that was available working at TI.
Yeah, actually, my answer will be I do like TI's rotation program, and that's the main reason why I joined the TI. As I mentioned in the beginning, the rotation program is 9 months, so you can know more about how a whole company works. And actually, in the beginning of my career, I have no idea what the finance is doing, pricing team, what is pricing team, what is customer service, what is product line, and what is the customer. I have no idea. But after the 9 months, I rotated in different a function team and the groups. I get a better understanding of each function team and also figure out what I really like. So that kind of can be the reason. And I do enjoy I get a chance to travel to US and meet different people. And we have some rotators from different countries. So we just come together in Dallas and have a 3 month great time together. So I really enjoy that period. And actually, I also encourage you guys, in the beginning of your career, just to try all kinds of different stuff, because actually in the beginning you probably don't know what you are interested. You don't know what you are good at, and you don't know even if we have the introduction today, you guys probably still a little bit confusing about some manufacturing, test, evaluation. You don't know their daily life. But if you get the chance to rotate in different groups, you will get to know more about their daily work and figure out if that position is what you really like or not. And the second reason is TI is very open to about your career plan. As Elizabeth mentioned, we also encourage people who is technical oriented. They like to become a tech leader and become very professional engineer or senior engineer, we have that kind of career path. In the meanwhile, if you are interested in the leadership, you are interested in to become a manager in the future, or interested in other function team, TI is very open to give you the chance to get transferred to a different position, to a different roles that you are interested in, just to keep learning. So that can be the reason why I joined TI. Okay, any questions? If not, yeah, thanks everyone. And we just run out of time today, but really appreciate your time to join this section. And we sincerely look forward to seeing you in TI campus in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And really quick, before everyone leaves, I wanted to announce the raffle winner for the cool TI tumbler that they shipped to us, and it is Jessica Eggers. So I will reach out to you, Jess, and set up a time to meet up with you and give you the tumbler.
Okay,